Don here. Support this POS by sending money. You can do that by going to paypal.me/Radio Don. That's paypal.me/Radio Don. Thank you. Hi, guys. Okay, let's get this thing on the way. My name is Don, and welcome to the podcast. It is the first day of June. We'll try to do as many of these as possible because God knows how long I'll have to be able to do this. And I am talking to you on a rather auspicious occasion. As much as I hate the Donald Trump administration, I also hate Brexit with probably the same fervor. Brexit seeks to break up the European Union, a union that was formed pretty much to fight evil, the evil of Nazi Germany, the evil of what was the Japanese incursion. And they were a strong union, a strong bond. And Brexit was broken up, and all for the wrong reasons. Basically, racism and stupidity, kind of like us. And the guy who was instrumental in getting Brexit together was a dude by the name of Nigel Farage. The guy's a talk show host. He hosts a daily program, it's an hour, on a channel called LBC, Leading British Conversation. And this guy has been, well, linked to the hip with Trump and his buddies here in the United States. So it did me all kinds of good to hear what I'm about to read to you. This is from The Guardian, the last good newspaper on this planet. Nigel Farage is a, quote, person of interest, unquote, in the U.S. counterintelligence investigation that is looking into possible collusion between the president and the Kremlin, The Guardian has been told. Sources with knowledge of the investigation said the former UKIP leader, UKIP is the party that Nigel Farage led, that basically rammed Brexit up the wahoo of the UK. Sources with knowledge of the investigation said the former UKIP leader had raised the interest of FBI investigators because of his relationships with individuals connected to both the Trump campaign and Julian Assange, the WikiLeaks founder, whom Farage visited in March. WikiLeaks published troves of hacked emails last year that damaged Hillary Clinton's campaign and is suspected of having cooperated with Russia through third parties, according to recent congressional testimony by former CIA Director John Brennan, who also said the adamant denials of collusion by Assange and Russia were disingenuous. Farage has not been accused of any wrongdoing and is not a suspect or target of the U.S. investigation. I want to make sure that you understand this. It's kind of like the situation with Jared Kushner. He is a person of interest. He has information that might help the investigation. He is not being investigated into any wrongdoing. He is not being investigated into any shady stuff outside of those back channels. However, as Rachel will say, watch this space. Anyway, as soon as I can get this thing going here. Now, basically what they're saying here is the sources who spoke to The Guardian said it was Farage's proximity to people at the heart of the investigation that was being examined as an element in their broader inquiry into how Russia may have worked with Trump campaign officials to influence the U.S. election. Quoting the source, one of the things that the intelligence investigators have been looking at is points of contact and persons involved. If you triangulate Russia, WikiLeaks, Assange, and Trump associates, the person who comes up with the most hits is Nigel Farage. It's like he's everywhere in all this. He's there with Assange. He's there with Trump people. He's there with WikiLeaks. He's there with Russia. And all of this is connected to this guy, Nigel Farage. Quoting the source again, he's right in the middle of these relationships. He turns up over and over again. There's a lot of attention being paid to him. The source also mentions Farage's links with Roger Stone, Trump's longtime political advisor, and now the person whose tongue is so far up Alex Jones' ass it's not even funny. Stone recently admitted that he was in contact with Guccifer 2.0, a hacker whom U.S. intelligence agencies believes to be a Kremlin agent. Farage's spokesman said he never worked with Russian officials and described The Guardian's questions about Farage's activities as verging on hysterical. The spokesman further said Nigel has never been to Russia, let alone work with the authorities. But that spokesman also did not respond to questions about whether Farage was aware of the FBI inquiry, had hired a lawyer in connection with the matter, or when Farage first met Trump. The spokesman also declined, I should say, to comment on whether Farage had received compensation from the Russian state-backed media group RT, who also employs so-called liberals Ed Schultz and Tom Hartman. For his media appearances. RT, which featured Farage about 3 times over the last 18 months, also declined to comment, citing confidentiality. Ed, Tom, you might want to rethink your career choices right now. Farage has said he only met Assange. It's really confusing. Assange, Farage, whatever. So let me repeat this. And now it disappeared. Oh, now it's come back again. This is the first time I've actually read something off of a website while I'm doing this. And I don't even know if I'm recording or not, but I'm running out of battery, so I better hurry up here. Farage said he only met Assange once, but has declined to say how long the two have known each other. The bottom line here is, as I said, Rachel would say, watch this space. And there's more coming up. I'd like to thank you for listening. And we will talk to you very, very, very soon.